emotion.
That only comes when they die. Sasuke knew Naruto wasn't dead, so that's not gonna work in this case.
Okay, well, in my case, he just did die. So.
Okay, but Naruto didn't die.
In the anime, I'd argue he did.
How did he get back to life, bro?
How does anyone come back to life? They just do, okay? Their heart started again.
No, bro. Like, besides, that completely goes against Sasuke's thoughts at the end of that arc when he specifically doesn't kill Naruto so as to not awaken the Mangekyo and do what he thought he wanted. So that would definitely be very weird for him to have thought that, but killed him and awakened the Mangekyo.
Okay,
so what's he gonna be like? Ah,
no,
shit! I did what he thought you
no,
wanted.
that's not weird. You know why? Because Sasuke walks away as the rain is happening. Kakashi's talking about the connection between Naruto and Sasuke. Naruto wakes up. That's when Sasuke looks back at that exact moment. There's a literal connection there. Yin Yang, Indra, Ashra. I don't care what you call it. Sasuke.
That's all the more reason why he doesn't think Naruto's dead.
Why would that be all the more reason?
Because he's connected to him and knows he's alive.
It's because he connected to him that he realized in that moment that he came back to life. So why would he turn around because he became unconscious?
Bro, he did.
Why'd he turn around at all?
He just did, bro.
Yeah, why? Because I have an actual explanation.
Cool.
Yours is he just did.
You're gonna say that Limbo is no narrative substance whatsoever, no Easter eggs, whatever nonsense. Okay, Kishimoto thought it'd be cool if Sasuke turned around there.
Okay, did he also think it would be cool for the anime, not even anime, it's in the manga as well, for the manga to do the weird light going to Naruto's forehead trickling upwards and then it rains and then Sasuke notices it and everything else that happens?
You know what else that he did that to for a character who didn't die? His name starts with the letter N and rhymes with Deji. Although, in this case, your argument should be that he was supposed to die, but he didn't.
Plus, it didn't rain. But you know who else he did do it to at the beginning of the series, considering this is the beginning and the end? His name starts with an H, rhymes with Flocku.
You already said it. It stopped yourself to do the right thing.
I wanted to say it like you said it.
It starts with the letter H and rhymes with Saku.
So Naruto was crying there. I don't care what you say. It's very clear. Yeah, so what? You think Kishimoto did all that just because it was cool too? Even though it's all connected?
Yep.
Okay, whatever.
It's not even an Easter egg. Less than 50% chance of anything else.
Oh my god. Listen, I don't think I need to explain why Kirin that he made to avenge his clan, it only affects the unrighteous, wicked, evil people based on Hindu mythology, whatever, would be the best jutsu for Sasuke to have awakening his Mangekyo, which he awakened to kill.
He died. Naruto didn't die.
I don't think that's my headcanon.
It is your head, bro.
You can say in the manga, maybe.
Person on this planet would have said it.
Bro, I have a beautiful video explaining this. I don't think this is headcanon. I think in the anime, he just did die.
Well, you are the only one who thinks that.
I think you just don't think it. Therefore, you're going to apply that to everyone else because you don't even know everyone else. I'm just the only person you know who thinks that, and we haven't talked about this with barely anyone.
We'll write it in. We won't even present arguments. Intro topic. Every guest that comes on. Did Naruto die in the Sasuke retrieval arc in the anime? You can give your elaboration after, but the first question is we just ask them. What is their answer? It's going to be no.
I write it down.
And we'll do this with every guest from now on.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why you don't want me to be right.
He didn't die, bro.
Okay, regardless of if he did or didn't, and I think he did, you think he did, regardless of that, do you think he should have?
No.
Why?
Because they didn't do anything with that. So you have to make more rewrites.
I completely 100% disagree that they didn't do anything with it. I think that is...
What did the story do with the premise of Sasuke killing Naruto?
That is, in itself, doing something with it. What do you mean? The whole point of the fight is about Sasuke killing him.
What did Sasuke say to Naruto in the Tenchi Bridge? I didn't kill you that day on a whim. So let's just rewrite it to, I killed you that day on a whim. But since you're back, let me do it again. I guess we're going to have to rewrite that too.
As long as Naruto's alive, he wasn't going to stop fighting Sasuke. That's just not in Naruto's character.
Stop fighting Sasuke.
It means more to him than his own life. He wasn't going to stop fighting until he was dead.
Okay, but Naruto doesn't have Rock Lee's unconscious fix. Clearly.
I don't think he was unconscious. I think, if anything, the Nine Tails would have woke him up then.
No, Naruto was just knocked out. Nine Tails can't do that for some reason.
Knocked out from what?
He just can't. The freaking Black Orb.
See, that doesn't make sense, Kamui. Come on.
It doesn't make sense, period. The Black Orb didn't blow up half of his body either when it should have, so I don't have to tell you. Freaking Black Orb destroyed the valley but did nothing to Naruto or Sasuke.
I mean, that can make sense. If the orb exploded outwards, they're already out of the blast radius. They're inside.
Then how did it kill him?
It wasn't the Black Orb, first of all. It was Sasuke's Chidori.
His Chidori that left 0 puncture wounds?
The one he used to punch Naruto?
Punch or stab?
It was punch, but it was a Chidori punch.
Okay, so... well, as we've seen with Sasuke's Chidori slaps, they're not that effective in terms of killing.
What do you mean slap?
Shippuden at the second fight when he slaps Naruto with a Chidori, he doesn't.
Oh my god! Yeah, his KCM Sage of Six Paths Sage Mode immunity to all jutsus version cloak.
Well,
that he probably hit a Truth Orb anyways.
Sasuke's Sage of Six Paths can do all the jutsu nonsense, destruction, power, amp, blah 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 equal.
That he probably just dash, dodge, rolled out of the way anyways.
No, bro, he blatantly slapped him. Like, Naruto did not stop, drop, and roll onto the water like that, okay?
You never know.
Oh, he slapped him. And Sasuke's Chidori punch clearly didn't do... Like you see Sasuke's Chidori on Naruto earlier in the fight, when, he just straight up stabs through his lungs and shit, and Naruto's still alive, and then Naruto heals him. This time he just punches him and leaves no puncture wounds. And you think that's gonna kill him?
What do you want me to say?
He literally did a worse Chidori earlier on, and he still didn't die.
What do you want me to say here? He hits Naruto with the Onyx Chidori. He just does do that.
And it does nothing but knock him out.
So, a worse Chidori would have killed him, but the stronger Chidori knocks him out.
So,
that's the excuse you're going with.
That is what happened. But, to be fair, if you wanted to make less stupidness, you just say Naruto's one-tail cloak was a stronger shield than base Naruto, which, by the way, when Naruto was stabbed by that Chidori the first time, he had no Nine Tails chakra. So in this case, he's got a whole-ass one-tail cloak of defense.
What do you mean, cloak? He hit Naruto, not the cloak.
Bro, the one-tail cloak is in the way.
Not when he's in the vortex.
The Winter Cloak doesn't go away. He still gets stabbed.
Pull it up.
I mean, like,
let's see it. Because I'm pretty sure when he's in the vortex, we don't see it. You can say it doesn't make sense. And I would agree with you on that part.
so here's what it is. He penetrated it, is what he did. Like,
Well,
remember
pull it
when,
up,
same
I
thing,
wanna
like,
see
I'm gonna send in chat in a second. But the same thing he does to A, he goes through it.
Yeah.
But it's still A shield, just like A. It still protected him very largely. But you blatantly can see the cloak around Naruto, and Sasuke's just going in it, essentially.
Do you...
Naruto has a cloak.
So... You're not gonna like this. I don't know if I'd count this as a cloak.
It is, like, it's, you can see it around his body in that top middle-ish panel there. Obviously, it's around his hand. It's very obvious.
Around his hand,
he has the cloak,
but
like, all leading up to it and shit. It doesn't really make sense otherwise.
Well, Kamui, would you say he had a cloak in the Neji fight or the Gaara fight? Because I think it's the same thing here.
It's visually not, but yes, I would still. I don't know what else I would call that, so I would have to go with cloak.
Well, do you think that defended Naruto in those fights? Not like at a moment, but do you think it would have if like he was attacked?
I think it would probably help, but maybe not to the same degree as the normal one-tail cloak.
See, I don't think so. I think it's just essentially mist, like visible orange mist.
Well, I mean, at the very least, though, even if you don't want to say it's like a literal shield, it's gonna amp his durability from within, at the very least. Just more chakra amping his base stats, because durability is just gonna go up. It's still gonna help protect him in that way, at the very least.
I'm not.
But either way, this is a normal one-tail cloak, so the real question is, does the version 1 cloak have any shield-like benefits? As we've seen with the Amaterasu glob-off bullshit, I would argue yes, to a degree, no matter how small, it should, based off that. Because it's literally a layer of defense. Well, I was...
You're fine. You're fine.
So, yeah. I would say yes, the one-tail cloak should have some layer of defense.
So obviously Naruto's in his Kyuubi form here. I don't think that's for the debate. I don't think when he's just like has his red eyes Kyuubi form, that's more defense. Obviously his healing is amplified, but like Haku's just as easily penetrating him with the needles.
Yeah, but his durability should probably go up with it, realistically.
I don't think it does. I don't see why it would. I understand what you're saying about the chakra in his cells would be increased or whatever. But I don't think, if anything, I don't think that would increase it more than his base when he's using his normal chakra to do the same thing.
Yes, but it'd just be, but he has more chakra when he's in the Ninetales mode, so.
But what I mean is that I think there's like a limit that characters can do based off of where they currently are on that. Like, I don't think Naruto can just...
that would apply, but then I think that would apply to his speed then, but he blatantly gets a speed increase with it.
He does, but the chakra speed increases from chakra. I don't think it's necessarily because it's making the muscles bigger or anything.
Yes, but I'm saying that the durability would just be the same. It's just from chakra. If he wants to defend an attack or whatever, he's just gonna have more durability in his attack.
I mean,
from chakra.
Usually the speed thing, dashes are incredibly underrated in Naruto. That's basically what the Shushin is, which just is a ninjutsu, by the way. But I think that's more so along the lines of what it is.
No, Naruto just has a straight up speed increase. He's not doing like body flick or whatever. He just is faster. But regardless of any of that anyway, I mean, unless you specifically want to debate, which I don't really have a firm opinion on anyway, his QBIs or Neji fight modes, I'm specifically talking about the one-tail cloak, which he just is using in this final Chidori for Sengun Clash.
So, I agree, the one-tail's cloak provides Naruto extra defense. I don't think he has it on when he's hit with the Onyx Chidori.
Why?
Well, first of all, the anime. Second of all, in the manga even, it just doesn't look like it in the panel when he's hit with it. And I don't think this very
But it
much
looks
so
like
looks
in
it.
every panel leading up to it, and in the panel he's hit to it, we clearly see it in his hand. So the best argument based off this is that Sasuke pierced through it in order to stab Naruto, which makes sense. He can't stab Naruto if he doesn't pierce through it.
Well, but like you're saying, we see it in his hand. His hand looks different from the rest of his body. In fact, we see Naruto do something exactly like this against Toneri in his final clash against him. He puts all his KC in his hand.
Okay, hold on.
And I think that would be narratively significant anyway, since Naruto's trying to clash with his headband.
Like the cloak is still around the rest of them here. Like this orange here is the cloak. This specifically where my cursor is.
Well, hang on. Let me go to you.
This isn't Naruto's outfit.
I
This
know.
is his cloak.
I agree. I think, again, I think
that's around his chest area that Sasuke's going to pierce right here.
Yes, I think that's
Sasuke
just
went
orange chakra. I don't think that's a cloak. It's One Tail's cloak.
But
again, I agree. It's kind
this
of crazy.
This is One Tail's cloak. This orange chakra.
Well, that's more red. Plus, that's more liquidy, solidy.
It's the same color, bro. I mean, it looks slightly lighter here, but like it's the cloak, bro.
It's also not liquidy.
This is also just whatever color website anyway, but
I mean that's fine. Even if comparing it to his hand, the lines are just different. If anything, it should be the opposite if they're gonna go for speed lines, because Naruto's hand should be moving faster than his body.
Look, I'm not gonna debate whether they colored this the most wisest, consistent way of all time. But
I'm not arguing the colors right now, I'm arguing the art.
Regardless, I'm not gonna say that the art's the most brilliant, makes most sense thing of all time, but the cloak is there around him.
But Kamui,
he just pierced through it.
At every step along the way on this argument, you've just said it makes no sense.
I said I'm not gonna say it makes sense. I didn't say it makes no sense.
But I'm saying it makes sense. You just disagree with everything every step along the way.
Through it. No, he pierced through his One Tail cloak. I think that would make sense.
I'm not saying he couldn't do it. I'm saying based visually, it doesn't seem as if that's what he's doing. Plus, again, he has, if you scroll back up, a little bit down, a little bit down, a little bit down, a little bit down. Okay, maybe when I say a little bit, maybe a little bit. Okay, right there. You at least agree there's no One Tail's cloak there.
Okay, but there's no Chidori here either. Like, so this is just Ninshu, fine. Whatever.
I don't. Well, I don't think it's Ninshu yet.
Oh, it's freaking pixelated Greed Island over here.
Okay. I don't think it's Ninshu until they fully fade out white and do the hand thing. Which I think at that point, I think that's just Naruto already being unconscious and or dead. Like, why would Kishimoto do this? He wouldn't do this. All this down here.
But Oodie, this is where you're gonna laugh. Sasuke's Chidori left no visible damage. If you were looking at this is the one earlier in the fight. Sasuke has 0 marks of damage from this Chidori.
Kamui, I don't see why this is a problem when he's being hit with lightning electrocuting him.
Was he not hit with lightning electrocuting him when Sasuke was blatantly holding the electricity for like 30 seconds after stabbing Naruto the Chidori in the anime
Well,
earlier in the fight?
first of all, he was being touched by the Chidori for like 0.02 seconds, and then he was touching Sasuke's elbow for the remainder of the time.
And it's freaking still zapping around him, at least. It's not
zapping around
here.
his hand, not his elbow.
It's still in close proximity.
That doesn't matter.
Well, it's more than what he's got going on here.
Okay, Kamui, does Chidori stream leave any visual damage? Don't even bother looking. The answer's no. You already know it. Don't do that, Kamui. That's Ikimoto anyways, and you're being ridiculous.
Yep. Got bruises on his face.
That's
As
not
well
from
as an
Chidori's
arc.
stream. That does bruises doesn't even make sense.
Hey, well, canonically, it does leave visible damage.
You should argue that those are burn marks or something. Besides, that's a wood, even if you want to argue that. He doesn't have a one-tails cloak, that's why.
Yeah, exactly, Z. So now let's check it with the Tenchi Bridge.
So the reason it doesn't leave an area of effect is because... no. The reason it doesn't leave damage is because Sasuke's increasing the area of effect, which is taking away the whole point of the Chidori being a singular pinpoint cutting attack. And he's turning it into the electric variant for the area of effect.
Oh, Naruto definitely got an ow from that. Is that the only time he uses Chidori stream? This fight.
In this fight, I think so. He's definitely not going to use it before he jumps down, Kamui.
Okay, in that case. Okay, actually. I mean, what is Chidori's himself? Why is Sasuke even bruised at all here? What did Naruto do to him earlier in the fight to get him bruised?
Bro, people don't have to be hit in battles to have battle damage. It's just something mangaka add on to show they've been fighting and or are weary or exhausted.
Well, look at all these bruises from Sasuke's Chidori stream.
Are those even from Chidori's
saying,
stream?
ow.
I don't even know if those are from Chidori's stream.
Yeah, he took his shirt off. That's what he looked like before. Play with there if you want to go that route.
Well, I know you said you want to move on. Just really quick, back on the Sasuke thing, since I did want to say this anyways, this will just be a quick thing. I do think Sasuke... You're gonna laugh, but I am serious when I say this. I think Sasuke killed him, but only enough so that he would live. So what I mean by that when I say that is he's fulfilling the requirement by Naruto dying, but that Sasuke is intentionally sparing him, leaving him there as he is, knowing he's going to come back to life, but knowing that he is dead.
The problem is that that's just not how that works.
I mean, Naruto, Sasuke, Indra, Ashura, reincarnation, yin yang, fighting, combining their fists to understand one another, ninshu nonsense, with the spirits of the gods weeping, Haku is at you, and the light
Sasuke
circling around the forehead.
Plan that shit, bro.
I mean, it would go in line with
know that stuff.
It would go in line with what Madara did against Hashirama in their fight.
No, it wouldn't.
Why?
Madara didn't do that. Bro just pre-programmed Izanagi an ability he knew he could do so that he would come back to life after.
Obviously, I'm not saying that Sasuke pre-programmed an Izanagi. I'm saying in the essentially Naruto versus Sasuke final fight, which was Madara versus Hashirama, one of the two died and came back to life.
Okay.
It's a parallel.
From that perspective, cool ass fucking parallel. I'll give you that. It just doesn't make sense in the other way around situation.
I mean, I think it's fine. But whatever. This makes Madara even cooler.
Well, you could argue it makes Madara cooler if he uniquely did it, unlike Sasuke.
I mean, Kakashi essentially says this when he comes and sees Naruto just
Bro, he does
lying
not
there.
say Naruto's dead.
He doesn't. But he says, Naruto, you must have gave one hell of a fight for you to be lying here and for Sasuke to be gone, or whatever he says.
Yeah, that works just as fine if he's knocked out.
I don't think it's as hell of a fight as in that case. I mean, what, did he give hell of a fight against Lee the first time? Exactly. So no, it doesn't work. Oh, whatever.
Yes, it does. It's like when he passed out versus Gaara, he gave one hell of a fight.
I don't remember exactly what Kakashi says. He doesn't say that, but in my opinion, it's at least implied.
Okay, let me see what Kakashi said in the manga,
Okay, thank you.
since I had that pulled up. Basically. Alright.
I would hate the idea that it might be anime only, or even especially hate the idea that it's dub only, but it's possible.
Yeah, okay, so all Kakashi says in the manga here is, Naruto, knowing you, you really gave it your all, didn't you?
I mean, if Naruto's still alive, he didn't give it his all. Hate to say it.
No, that's not how that works.
Well, then could give more. He's still alive. You give
But, like,
your all, you
that
die.
doesn't mean Lee didn't give it his all because Gaara didn't kill him yet.
The fight ended before he could give it his all. He was going to give it his all. Lee would have
Okay, well,
Lee
so
would have
let me
died.
clarify. Naruto didn't give it his all, technically, because he chose to scratch Sasuke's forehead headband instead of, slapping him in the stomach or some shit. That could have actually potentially worked better. But aside from that aspect, that's kind of independent of the knocked out thing, though.
Okay. I mean, that's fine. I think we could just move on.
Yeah.
Okay. So back to Zetsu's Mangekyo.
I was very confused by not this line, but the next line.
Yeah, okay, this was a typo. I meant Uchiha.
Okay, because I was like,
His
if
brain fart.
Naruto wasn't an Otensei, he should have been Shadow Close. I was like, what does that mean?
Yeah, I guess we can cover that real quick. So you agree, if Naruto was an Uchiha, his Mangekyo ability should have been Shadow Clones. It'd be the most impactful. Again, huge ramifications. It doesn't make any sense with the series we have at all.
That or Rasengan.
Yeah.
Or both,
Well, the
yeah.
thing is, if it's Rasengans, then Sasuke's would need to be Chidori, but I think Kirin is obviously the one that it should be.
Well, Sasuke can have both. Kirin in
The
one eye,
left eye and
Chidori
the
in the other.
Okay, I'm down. Okay, I'm down.
Or no, I got one for you. Chidori in one eye, Chidori's stream in the other, and the Kirin's his Susanoo.
Even better, Sasuke unlocks the third eye, and that's his third eye's ability. The forehead thing. God.
Yeah, Madara's third eye. It's just a different thing.
Okay, if we're doing this, then what is Naruto's left and right eye if his left is Rasengan? What's his right? It's got to go along that.
Or the Rasa jerky.
But you already know the problem with that being like 10 billion years later. But I mean, it could be.
Well,
Plus the fact that this is
not only that, it